following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 Philadelphia Eagles.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
It's now
Second and 10.
30-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 30.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
That's another Eagles first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they'll be hard to beat each and every ball game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 29, here's second down and 5. Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Jerron Jennings. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. McCaffrey on the toss right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Don't touch that. Don't.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Dotson, incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Great, set.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Back deep for the Niners, Sky Moore. This is taken at the 10. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now he's free to midfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And it's third down.
Purdy now to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Escapes the sack. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Purdy looking to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be Eagles football first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A.J. Brown, 55 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Second down and 8. Now Purdy. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jalen Carter, his second sack of the night. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on third and 15. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. Looking to throw. Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass caught by Pearsall. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Shotgun now with Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 21, here's second down and 2. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Don't touch it.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And an Eagles first down.
On the option left, it's Hurts. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
2nd and 11.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's got room. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Great, set.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts over the middle here to Brown. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down.
No touch set. No touch. Anyone else? No.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Purdy from the gun on third down. That's complete to Pearsall. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. That's another 49ers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
They'll try and run it in. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the two-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and of course this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.